Excellent. So there we are. That's one you do like. When I say one you do like, I'm sure, in a way, Jim, you like them all. But that was Hey Little Boy. Did you write your songs, or where did you get that one from?
That was written by a Canadian guy. It was arranged by Keith Mansfield, who's a very, very big name in the arranging game. He's got his own orchestras, He's done film titles. The lyrics were written by a Canadian guy called Ralph Murphy, and Ralphie wrote "Call My Name." He was a great songwriter who never got paid.
Well,
that's the business, isn't it?
I know. It's just.
Hey, listen, I don't sound Australian, do I?
No.
Good. Carry on.
This will actually go out in Australia. So it is in Australia that you live now, but I know you. What are you doing here? You just come and say hi, or doing a few shows, or?
No, I've got a cab. I'm South West Queensland's #1 cab driver.
Oh, right, really?
Got a letter from the Transport Minister and all the bit. Got a $500 cheque. Got feted at a big convention. And then
Let me just get this right. You drive a cab?
Yeah.
I've got a friend who drives a cab.
Yeah.
Good. He's probably listening to this show now, Tony. Tony the Taxi, they call him.
Tony the Taxi. How you going, Tone?
Yeah, he's a character and all.
Yeah. No, I mean, where we live, place called Toowoomba. That never sounds Australian, does it?
How long have you been there?
2 minutes?
No,
32 years.
32 years.
Yeah, man and boy.
So what you're saying, you drive a cab there now?
I do. In Toowoomba, in Queensland, which is about an hour and a half from Brisbane.
Well, you know, in the job you do, you would be meeting all sorts of characters all the time.
Well, you do. And I find the elderly Australian to be a very interesting person, because they love to tell you about the days before these days, right? They were the people that put in to Australia. All they want to do now is sit on their bums and pull it out. You remember Cashbox, the American music magazine? Do you remember that? It was the Bible of the world's...
It sort of rings a bell.
It was the Bible of the music business, right? Apart from, like, Rolling Stone, New Enemy and all that, Cashbox was the one. It was quite a big magazine. House of Jack, they plumped was going to be a big #1 in the States.
Right.
And they were saying, this guy is going to be the new da-la-la-la. But they needed $5,000 to promote. And Mr. Mervyn Conn didn't send them 5p.
Yeah, now Mervyn Conn, he was a promoter. He did the country shows at Wembley. I've actually been to, I think, a couple of them that... I think I've met him. Is he a small man?
Yeah, dapper, very dapper.
Yeah, suit on. I can almost see him now.
Jack the Lad.
What a memory I've got.
Yeah.
But he was your manager.
He was, and I've got to say it, I don't want to offend anybody, but to my chagrin, he was my manager. He cost me dearly.
Yeah, is he still alive? He is.
Unfortunate. I mean, yes, he's still, yes. I don't care. He buggered me up. Sorry for the language, folks.
Well, was it that he had too many artists and didn't concentrate on you?
No. He couldn't manage a pee up in a brewery.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know.
Right.
He really... He couldn't... I can't go on because...
But he did put on a lot of concerts at the...
Yeah, he was an entrepreneur. He did a lot of shows, and the trouble was a lot of artists... didn't get what they should have done, you know. I expect you could put this down to naughty, but I'm not saying anything about how much and who and all the bit, but I had a bad time getting...
Yeah, it was that time. I'm sure it still goes on today.
Look, the small faces, Georgie Fame, Alan Price, you know, the Gunnels and all that lot. It was rip-off time.
No, I know what you're saying, you know, Jim. Yeah,
you were there.
Yeah, Rick Gunnell and who else was like that? Many of them, but they're all
Roy
like that.
Tempest, you know. Yeah. If you had a silver leg, he'd turn it into wood.
Tell us about Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. They're a complete, absolute idiot, but one of the nicest blokes you'd ever meet in your life. We toured all round Europe in, it would have been about 1970.
Okay.
No, it was before that. And it was one of the best tours I've ever done. He was just... He had a roadie, Dick West. He was a big guy, used to wear makeup. And he'd come by in the evening, because our dressing rooms were opposite, and he'd say... And I'd say, yeah, hey, the killer wants to know, do you want to come for a drink? I said, oh, I'll be there in a minute, you know. The drink, Jerry, there was no measuring with Jerry. You just held your glass out and it was full.
Mm.
Well, I didn't drink scotch like that, but he did. Oh, God. But on stage, he was just dynamite.
I've seen him on stage.
Oh,
yeah.
well, there you go. Yeah. The stool definitely got kicked.
I also was in a situation. He was at that Royal Garden Hotel there in Kensington.
Yeah, that's right. That's where we had his farewell party.
It might well have even been the night. I don't know. But he had a big entourage of people.
That's right.
And amongst them was Chaz Hodges of Chaz and Dave.
Chaz was a big fan. Big fan.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said so. I've seen it on TV programmes.
Since Chaz was with the Outlaws in the early days...
Anyway, he was old in court, so I could see the carry on and everything.
Yeah.
And in fact, I had one of these new tape recorders that came, a very small one at the time. You probably remember cassettes.
Yeah, the cassette.
And it was one of those, and I was holding it, and Jerry saw me holding it, and he went, "What you got there?" And I went, "It's a tape machine." And I knew he hated the press and all that sort of thing. I went, "It's all right, Jerry. I'm just a fan, you know." And he went, "Let me have a look." And I thought, I don't care who he is. If he breaks my machine, I mean, because you didn't know, did you, with someone like him?
No, you never know. Well, yeah, a lot of it was a facade. You know,
he was all right, and he talked
off
into it and all
stage.
that,
He was a totally different. He'd be quite, mind you, he was very strict with the guys. You know, if somebody played a bum note and threw him out, I don't want to hear that again.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, because that keeps everybody on their toes and makes sure that they're doing it right.
You rely on your band. You know, without good musos, you're nothing.
So what were you playing?
What was I playing?
Yeah.
What, with Jerry?
Yeah.
The Fool. No, I was on with my band.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Your band was supporting.
We were. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we did the tour. Oh, mate. You know, I'll tell you what though. You're allowed to use this paraphrase. At the end of it, I was knackered.
Right, going from Jerry, you worked with Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
How did that... Well, this would have been through your manager.
Complete and absolute...
Yeah, but you see, Jim, in all fairness, because he did work with all the country, didn't he row you into all that? I know it's a bugger. You
didn't want to know country. How we did
but
Johnny...
how did you get in with Johnny Cash?
Well, he said, "You want to do the tour?" I said,
"There you go." Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jim.
But I said, "Not particularly." And the next thing you know, we're on it.
Yeah. Well, it was Mervyn who fixed that for you, wasn't it?
He did. Yeah, but there was nothing else.
No, but I do know what you mean. But you have to sort of go, well, I wouldn't have worked with Johnny Cash.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, that's
what
right.
I mean.
That's right. Yeah.
I know you could ring him by the neck and all that, but. You know, these people sometimes row you into situations that are not that bad. You know, I mean, it must have been great to work with Johnny Cash.
Oh, it was. But I was mismatched. I'm a rock and roller. He's a country guy. Uh-huh. So I'm going out on stage with the band set up for rock and roll. I had to change my routine like that. Nick Simper, Rick Wakeman. I'm doing a gig with them on the 20th at the 100 Club.
This is right. You are doing this. Yeah. This is how you came into my life, all of a sudden.
You know, I mean, all these guys. Nick has always said, now I'm blowing my trumpet a little bit here, so I'm sorry, folks, but I'm a pretty decent sort of bloke. But Nick's always said, how you never were a number one over, he said, I don't know. And if you read Rick Wakeman's book, Grumpy Old Men, there's a big paragraph about him and me that he's done.
Wow.
Nick Simper's put in, I'm sorry, I'm blowing my bugle. Nobody else.
No, you might as well.
Nobody else does. So I thought, well, so Nick has got on his website, we're talking about me, and he's saying he reckons I was the best rock singer in England. But I gave him his money the following day.
Well, that's fair enough. Isn't it? No, but he obviously did like you.
Oh, they're great. I mean, we're still mates now, you know. I'm seeing them Saturday. We're doing a gig in Piddington.
When is it's at the 100 Club you're coming up?
Yeah, on the 20th.
20th of June?
Yeah, I'll start at 10 o'clock, folks.
So the 20th of June, the 100 Club. And what night's that on?
I do believe it's a Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right, let's play one of your tunes now, Jim.
Okay.
And hopefully we haven't played... I'm losing track 18. You'll soon tell me.
This...
Take a look around, gonna make it. We got a beat up forward and a heap of time. Got nothing to lose, got a place in